Hey everyone, if you're an Outlander fan, then buckle up because we've got some major updates about the 8th and final season that's going to blow your mind. From shocking cliffhangers to release date news, let's dive into everything we know about how this epic love story is going to end. With a teaser trailer for Blood of My Blood having just dropped, plus the 7th season leaving fans with plenty of questions, the anticipation for Outlander's final season is at an all-time high. Major Season 7 cliffhanger. First, let's talk about that absolutely insane Season 7 finale, because wow, they really left us hanging. The final episode had Claire overhearing young Fanny singing, "I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside." And if you're a longtime fan, you'll remember that's the exact same song Claire sang to her stillborn daughter Faith back in Season 2. This has opened up the biggest question going into Season 8. Could Faith have actually survived? Sam Heughan told The Hollywood Reporter, "It's a huge moment for them to find out that their daughter potentially lived, and now they have this grandchild in their life. It's a great cliffhanger, one that I think book and non-book fans are going to be surprised by. I think it was beautifully done with the song." But here's what makes it even more interesting. Heughan revealed that even when they filmed Faith's death back in Season 2, the actors had no idea this twist was coming. He said, "It's interesting because even playing Faith's death way back in Season 2, we played the truth of it. We had no idea ourselves. So it was a shock for us as actors reading it and learning about it, as it was for the characters." He explained Jamie's mindset perfectly. I think the thought process for Jamie is, how is it possible? The elation, the happiness that actually it could be possible. And then, who is this young girl in front of us right now? Diana Gabaldon talked about filming that powerful scene, saying, "I just love it when you are given a scene and you read it, and it's like, ooh, that's really good. But in the playing of it, when the hairs on your arms are standing up, it's pretty brilliant." She praised young actress Florrie Mae Wilkinson, saying, "Florrie is so amazing. Every time we have a scene with her, you're just so blown away by how brilliant she is." Balfe perfectly captured what this means for Claire. It's such an interesting cliffhanger because it just opens up this whole other world of questions, which leads us so brilliantly into the next season. I think for Claire, it's like her heart stops, her heart breaks, and her heart sings, all at the same time. Release date news. Now for the news we've all been waiting for. When can we actually watch this final season? According to reports from San Diego Comic-Con, we're getting an early 2026 release window for Season 8. That means Droughtlander is almost over, people. Just like Season 7 was split into 2 parts, there's a good chance Season 8 might also get a staggered release. So don't be surprised if they stretch out the final episodes to make the goodbye last a little longer. Returning cast members. Let's talk about who's coming back for this final ride. Obviously, our main power couple, Diana Gabaldon and Sam Heughan, are returning as Claire and Jamie Fraser. Now, it's hard to say exactly who will appear in Season 8, but we can expect that the core cast of characters will reprise their roles for the final season. Since Season 7 ended with Jamie and Claire taking in young Fanny after the death of her sister Jane, we can also assume that Fanny will be a recurring character in the show's 8th season. We can expect the following cast members to return for Outlander Season 8. Richard Rankin as Roger Wakefield Mackenzie, Sophie Skelton as Brianna Randall Fraser Mackenzie, John Bell as young Ian Murray, David Barry as Lord John Grey, Charles Vandervaart as William Ransom, Izzy Meikle-Small as Rachel Hunter, Joey Phillips as Dr. Denzel Hunter, and of course, Florrie Mae Wilkinson as Fanny. There was also that surprise appearance from Master Raymond, played by Dominique Pinon, at the end of Season 7, but it remains to be seen whether he'll be returning for any more scenes. When asked whether he could confirm if Master Raymond will return in Season 8, co-showrunner and executive producer Matthew B. Roberts told TV Line, "I cannot. And I don't even know if I saw him in Season 7. Who's to know what happened?" So his return is completely up in the air, which honestly just adds to the mystery surrounding his character. New characters joining. Season 8 is also bringing in some fresh faces. We've got Kieran Brew from House of the Dragon playing Captain Charles Cunningham, a retired British soldier. Francis Tamelty from Catastrophe will play his mother Elspeth Cunningham. And Carla Woodcock from Such Brave Girls is joining as Amaranthus Grey, a new member of the Grey family. What to expect plot-wise? Here's where things get really interesting. Season 7 ended with Roger being reunited with his family, and him and Brianna are considering traveling to a different time, possibly back to Jamie and Claire's era. Meanwhile, the Frasers have taken in Fanny after her sister Jane's death, but now Claire is questioning whether Fanny could actually be their biological grandchild. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts promises we'll get answers, saying, "There's a blurb in Book 9 that gave us the idea of, hey, what if? And we ran with it. You'll get the answers in Season 8. Obviously it's a cliffhanger, but hopefully we tie it up in a bow with the answers and the explanations and what happens and the ramifications of all that on Jamie and Claire." Challenges with source material. Now here's something really fascinating. Author Diana Gabaldon was still working on her 10th and final Outlander novel while Season 8 was being developed. She's actually warned fans that the final season really won't resemble the end of the book series. The showrunners have a massive challenge ahead of them. Season 7 ends roughly with an echo in the bone, leaving written in my own heart's blood, "Go tell the bees that I am gone," and Book 10 almost untouched. They've got only 10 episodes to work with material from these 3 whole books. Here's where it gets really technical. Gabaldon explained it perfectly. Now, in normal circumstances, 1 book per season, they can fit roughly 10% of the book's content into the show. How much of the very 200,000 words of those 3 books do you think they can get into 10 hours of television? She continued, "Obviously, they're going to have to cherry-pick some prime scenes/threads to film and try to fit them into a framework that makes sense for 1 season and that they can bring to a reasonably satisfactory conclusion." Roberts explained their approach. Yeah, the brief was, nothing that doesn't affect Jamie and Claire gets in. It's gotta affect Jamie and Claire. All the main characters do, they're a part of it. But that's the drive. There's so many aspects. I mean, they're all big books. There's things where you kind of go over here and you go over here. That's what makes the book so readable and fun. But when you have 10 episodes, you have to stay literally on track. Creative freedom and author collaboration. Executive producer Meryl Davis talked about how they're working with Diana Gabaldon to create a satisfying ending while respecting her work. She said, "We've talked to Diana a bit. Once we figure out how the actual ending is going to be, which we don't totally have yet, I think we'll run it by her and make sure she's okay with it." Davis continued, "I've asked her about things that we want to do to make sure she's okay. The last thing we want to do is step on Diana's toes. She's been so lovely and supportive of this series and so thrilled with how it's gone. We want to repay her and be respectful of her, do her books justice." But she also mentioned that Gabaldon gives them creative freedom, but also she's always felt like the books are hers and the show is something different, and I love that about her. She gives us that freedom also to take chances and risks and do things slightly differently. Davis added, "We will of course run things by her. It will have to be slightly different, obviously, because she's ending it and she hasn't figured that out yet, what that it is, and we're going to have to end the TV show. I'm excited about it, but we have a few surprises up our sleeve." Official trailer released. And yes, we do have a teaser trailer. Starz dropped the official Season 8 teaser in mid-September, and it's already got fans' pulses racing about how this beloved show will conclude. The anticipation is absolutely through the roof. Final thoughts. So there you have it. Everything we know about Outlander's final season. From the faith storyline that could change everything to the massive challenge of adapting 3 books into 1 season, this is shaping up to be an absolutely epic conclusion to one of television's greatest love stories. What are your theories about the Faith cliffhanger? Do you think she really survived? And how do you want to see Jamie and Claire's story end? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Outlander updates as we get closer to that early 2026 release.